Jensen Ames, an industrial worker and former NASCAR driver, struggles to support his family amid the economic collapse. After the steel factory where he works shuts down, he returns home to promise his wife that he will provide for her and their newborn daughter, Piper, even though he only has $300. His life takes a dark turn when a mysterious assailant knocks him out and leaves a gun gesture at him. Ames wakes up covered in blood, with his wife murdered. He is arrested and framed for her death. 6 months later, Ames is wrongfully convicted and sent to Terminal Island. After a confrontation with Pachenko and his Aryan Brotherhood gang, Hennessy, along with her right-hand man Mr. Ulrich, informs Ames that Frankenstein, the masked driver, has died during surgery. However, since Frankenstein was so popular, Hennessy wants to keep his legacy alive for the sake of the show's ratings. To maintain the legend, she coerces Ames into taking on Frankenstein's identity, offering him freedom after just one victory, since Frankenstein had already won 4. She explains that only a few people, his crew, including Coach, a mechanic who's deliberately staying in prison, Gunner, and Lists, a mentally unstable fraud, will know he is not truly Frankenstein. On day 1, Ames meets Case, who knows he isn't Frankenstein. Despite some early setbacks, including his defensive weapons malfunctioning like Frankenstein's did in his final race, Ames handles himself well and even takes out another racer. However, he becomes distracted when he sees Pachenko make the same gun gesture as the person who killed his wife, causing him to be hit by Joe and finishing in last place. After a conversation with Hennessy, Ames realizes that Pachenko was hired to kill his wife on Hennessy's orders, so she could recruit him as Frankenstein's replacement for the sake of her pay-per-view profits. On day 2, Ames forces Case to confess that she's been sabotaging Frankenstein's car on Hennessy's orders in exchange for her release. Ames targets Pachenko, causing him to crash, and then leaves his car to break Pachenko's neck. Hennessy then introduces the Dreadnought, a massive, weapon-laden 18-wheeler, to boost ratings. It kills 3 more racers before Ames and Joe team up to destroy it by triggering a death head, much to Hennessy's shock. During the race, Joe figures out Ames's true identity, so Ames decides to confront him. Knowing Ames is aware of her secret, Hennessy offers him freedom, but suggests he continue as Frankenstein permanently in exchange for status within the prison. As a precaution, she has a bomb planted under Ames's car for the final race, knowing she can replace him with another masked driver if needed. On day 3, Hennessy intentionally blocks Ames from activating his weapons while allowing Joe to use his, but it doesn't matter. Ames, with Case, and Joe escape by driving their cars through a weakened wall they discovered while reviewing footage of Grimm's death. Though Hennessy attempts to activate the bomb, she fails because Coach and his crew had already discovered and removed it. She sends attack helicopters after Ames, Case, and Joe, who make it to a bridge connecting the island to the mainland and split up. To help Ames escape, Case offers herself as bait, wearing the Frankenstein mask to distract the helicopters, and is captured, while Ames and Joe flee on a freight train. While furious about the escape, Hennessy is pleased with capturing Frankenstein, unaware it's actually Case. She receives an anonymous gift celebrating her record-breaking ratings, which turns out to be the very bomb she failed to detonate. Coach remotely triggers the bomb, killing Hennessy and Ulrich. Coach then breaks the 4th wall by looking into the camera and saying, "I love this game." 6 months later, Joe, Ames, and his daughter Piper are shown living honestly in Mexico, working as mechanics at a local used car dealership. Case appears with her newly modified 1970 Chevy Chevelle SS car, which she won in a card game. As they inspect the car, Ames reflects on how much he loves his daughter, seeing her as his chance for a better life, which to him is all that really matters. The movie ends here. Click the like button and subscribe to this channel.